Hello and welcome back to this course on understanding annual reports. Until now we have seen what is the definition of annual report, what it contains generally, what are the difference between the 10K and other annual reports from the different countries listed stock exchange. That was theoretical part. Now let us look at some sample of the reports and also how to get the report. So the first thing you have to look at it is the one annual report. So here is the definition of here is the annual report of a company called Apple. So this is a 10K report from the company. Here you will be able to see it's a plain document, black and white, no fancy pictures or anything else. You can see the text, the structure, table of contents. So you will have this is divided into four parts. First part is about the business, risk factors, unresolved staff comments or properties and legal proceedings, and then the mine safety disclosure. Now mine safety disclosure is only for the mining companies, but it's a part of the standard, so there has to be there. The company may not provide any data about it because they may not be applicable to them. Then you have the market for the registrants, common equity, stakeholders, then some selected financial data about the companies for only revenue, only profit, only the EPS and the other related data. Then you have something called management discussion and analysis, which is a very important part of our annual report, which we will be using quite a lot. Then you have the quantitative disclosure of the market risk, then financial statements and supplementary data. Then you will have changes with the accountants, controls and procedures and other information. Then the part 3 will be more on the corporate governance, like directors, executive officers, who are they, and how what are their other directorships, what are their remunerations, what are the security ownership for the directors and also the other beneficial owners. Is there any change among them? The principal accountant fee and the services, and then the exhibit and financial statement. So this is the structure of the report. You can see is about 71 pages, so it's pretty long report. However, you will be able to see that for all the companies would be similar. The number of rows, number of pages can be different because of the extent of disclosure that are being done. Then there is an annual information report coming from the SEDAR for the Canadian listed companies. So here is the annual information form, which is, you can see the table of contents, which is pretty much similar to what 10K has. You have significant acquisitions about the business, risk factors, mineral properties, then you have capital structure, endorsed securities, directors and officers, promoters, audit committee, material contracts, and the area of management and other material transactions, interest of experts, and additional information. Here you do not have the financial statements included in this report. However, that's a part of other, you can download it from the website, which is, you can see here, I have downloaded for this company Sun Metals the consolidated financial statements, and then you can also download the management discussion and analysis, which is also can be found on their balance sheet. So usually companies will have it hosted on their balance sheet, especially the public listed companies. So here again you will have a auditors report first. Their auditors are KPMG, and then you will have the annual financial reports here, and together with their notes of accounts, right? Then the UK has a separate requirements. UK has guidance on their on their annual reports, which is normally you will have a narrative report, a strategic report, which is equivalent to a director's report. Then you have usually about the chairman statement, and then you have the CEO review, maybe a CFO review if the company want to provide that. Then it's a director's report, which is mostly on the important events, share capital, voting rights, and about the governance of the company itself. Then you will have sustainability, ethics, value, corporate social responsibility, a report from the board of directors and their secretaries, what are their profiles, what have been their appointments, their remuneration, corporate governance statement, how the company is governed in a fair manner, transparent manner, the company's remuneration report, the independent auditors report, and also the financial statement. So the UK will have a much larger content, but similar to what the other financial reports are saying about the company, about the 10K, and also the other annual reports. So these are the requirements from the different countries. Now, how do we download these reports? How do we find, where do we find these reports? For 10K,